Of course. I have many memories of Ronnie that go back to my favorite records that he did with Richie Blackmore, Cozy Powell and Stargazer, and those records were the shit. They were life-changing songs. Everybody wanted to play like them and sing like Ronnie, and he changed the face of rock and roll. You know? We're playing all over the place. We're going to Mexico next weekend, and we've got a book coming out October. It keeps getting pushed back, but I want it to be right before it's released. So we have a book on HarperCollins coming out October.
What do you think of the whole Dio weekend they have?
This whole event? Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. That's why we're here. I mean, it's just, we're here to show our respect and also help the benefit, help it make money for cancer victims. You know, we love Ronnie. Huh? Oh, of course. Of course.
This year, Wendy wanted to make it special because it's the 5th anniversary of Ronnie's passing. And there was going to be a lot of people coming from different locations all over the globe, so she wanted to have something for everybody, not just one day, which would have been enough. So there's this, and then the barbecue tomorrow, the after tomorrow. So it's a 3-day event, and it's mainly to try to make it special for those who are coming from other places other than Los Angeles. Well, that was actually birthed from the band that was left behind. And, sorry?
That was Ronnie's last band, right?
Yes. And actually, Ronnie and I were writing for the next Magica record when he passed. So there is actually some unreleased material still yet to be released. But because this was run like a family, so when a family member passes away, those who are left behind often try to keep his memory alive in some way, shape, or form. So that's what the Dio Disciples is. It's really a memorial service in the form of a rock concert.
They released that album earlier, I think maybe end of last year, the whole big Dio tribute album with Anthrax and Tenacious D and everybody.
Yeah, that was amazing. And some of the people that came on board just blew my mind. And then it ended up getting into the top 20 in Billboard. And then 2 of the songs were nominated for a Grammy, and one of them won. Sorry?
Tenacious D won the Grammy for it.
I can't hear you.
Tenacious D won the Grammy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's amazing. Yes. If I concentrate, I'm good. But if I have fun, I'm no good. Thank you, sir.
In which one? A Memory of Ronnie. There's one that I'm going to be talking about. How Ronnie was a leader, and especially in adversity. And there were times when he was in a bad mood, but when adversity came around, he made humor out of it and made it all. One of my last favorite memories was when the show got canceled in Valencia, Spain, and Tony hurt his back, and it absolutely just couldn't. We had to cancel. The promoter blocked us in. Had all a fleet of police, ambulances, everything blocked us in, and Ronnie canceled the show out of compassion because Tony was trying to play it. Ronnie said, no, you know what, let's just cancel it. And Ronnie never canceled the show. So they blocked us in, and we were sort of hiding out on our bus. And Ronnie leans over to me and Vinny and says, aren't you going to eat your curry? Oh, okay. So then he goes out to the audience and sings Heaven and Hell a cappella to 8,000 angry fans without a band or anything. Just went out there with a microphone, took command of the situation, and it was very memorable because Ronnie, there was a few things that Ronnie did like that I can remember that were very heroic.
Dio Disciples.
Sorry?
The future Dio Disciples?
Well, the Dio Disciples is, will always be here, but celebrating Ronnie's memory. But we've kind of backed off on doing. We're trying to do just special events now, and make just try to keep it special. So there's talk of us. We're starting to write little bits and pieces here or there to write an album release, but it's got to evolve slowly.
Well, I have many favorite memories of Ronnie. One of them is a Halloween party that we had at his house many years ago, and everybody was dressed up, and me and the singer of my band at that time dressed up as big babies. We had big diapers on and rattles and the bibs and everything. And it was kind of a surreal moment to be walking around his house Halloween dressed as a big baby. But Ronnie was just a wonderful guy to be around. As I mentioned earlier, I had the honor of supporting Dio in 2 different bands, both in Kiel, who supported him in the 1986 tour in Europe, and my second band, Cold Sweat, supported Dio in 1990 on the Lock Up the Wolves tour. The last day of the tour was kind of funny. We got like 100 pounds of flour dumped on us. It was pretty crazy. Ronnie was a prankster too. He really enjoyed his practical jokes.
Dio weekend going on.
I think it's a fabulous a tribute to his memory, and also to the hard work that Wendy puts in for the Dio Foundation. It just shows the love that everybody has for Ronnie. The turnout that you'll see tonight here. So.
Who's on the bowling team?
Well, they haven't told me yet. I think Jeff Pilson is. I heard rumors that Jeff Pilson was on my team, so hopefully we can defend our crown. All right, thank you.
No, first time. I don't know what happened last time. I had something, I was booked on some show somewhere.
So what are you looking forward to bowling with tonight?
Oh, everybody, it's just a fun thing, and it's going to be great.
And do you have any Dio memories you'd like to share?
Well, I guess my first one was the Dio Sacred Heart Tour was the second concert I saw in my life. I was 15 years old, and the guitar player that had just jumped on board, which was not to our knowledge, me and my friend's knowledge before the show, was Craig Goldie.
Somebody's going to come in right here.
And Craig, a few years later, became a good friend of mine and has always been really supportive of me. And then it was an honor to become a member of Dio Disciples and work together after all those years. So that's probably my biggest memory of Ronnie and the band Dio.
That's what I was going to ask you next was about Dio Disciples. What do you think about a tribute, to Ronnie as a whole tour and everything?
Well, I think it's amazing. I think it's great, and I think it's just fantastic that Simon and Craig and Scott, who were playing with Ronnie for many years, that they decided to stick together and do this. And it's really been amazing, and the receptance of the shows and the performances have been really amazing. So it's been a nice journey, to say the least.
We'll see a bowl of strike later.
What's that?
I said we'll see a bowl of strike later.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks for joining.
He produced our band a long time ago. Yes, absolutely.
Do you have any memories you'd like to share?
There's really too many. It's like, where do you start? I mean, Ronnie was involved with Hellion since basically a couple of months after the band was formed. And that was back in 1983, and continued to be involved in one way or another, whether it was critiquing our music or helping us out at rehearsal studio or whatever for 20, 25 years.
Are you bowling tonight?
Pardon?
Are you going to be on the bowling?
I am.
Do you know who your team is yet?
I don't. That's a good question.
And, what do you have coming up this year for shows and everything?
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. Of course, I'm singing tomorrow. And but we did a North American tour that we just got back from, and then we did a Chicago date, And we've got Europe and England coming up in the fall. Add us to the Monsters of Rock cruise, and a whole bunch of other great stuff that I can't talk about. Plus, we also are in the process of sifting through the recordings that were done on the last tour in order to pick out the very best songs so that we can release them on a double live album.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
On the bowling lines.
Last year was amazing. And to see that it's going on again is just perfect. I mean, the entire metal community is coming together, and it's exactly what Ronnie would have wanted. He would have wanted all of us here together celebrating his legacy, and it's an honor for me to be here.
I know you're singing bigly in Hollywood nowadays.
I am, and I'm honored to be singing tomorrow at the Memorial. I'm actually going to be singing Rainbow in the Dark with Rudy Sarzo and Rowan Robertson and Vinny Appice and Scott Warren. And then I'll be performing at the barbecue too. So I'm so honored to be a part of these events, and I can't thank Wendy Dio enough for allowing me to be a part of this.
You just came off a cruise, right?
I did. I just came off of the 2015 Monsters of Rock cruise. It was an amazing 4-day cruise with legends such as Queensryche and Stryper and Extreme and Europe. I was there, and that was so much fun. In fact, I think one of the highlights of the cruise was Mike Portnoy coming up and jamming with me for a few songs. That's something I'll never forget.
Now, they call you 16-year-old singing sensation. You said you have a birthday in a few days.
I do. 17 in 5 days. That's actually, I think it's 6. It's 6 days. I don't do math. I don't know.
I guess you've done so much stuff. What else do you have left?
Ooh, let's see. I'm working on the album now, so I'm going to be going in the studio very soon. So some of the live dates are going to slow down a bit. Working with some different writers and producers to get an album out there. I do, however, have some events coming up. I'm doing Farm Rock this year, and I'm also doing the Iowa State Fair. So I have a lot of events coming up as well as recording in the studio. Thank you.
Okay, well, we're here tonight at the PINZ Rock and Bowl in Studio City, and it seems like everything is going really well, and we're going to raise a lot of money for the Ronnie James Dio Stand Up and Shout Cancer Fund. And there's going to be some bowling. I won't be because I get bowler spot, and I'm not going to do that. But and then tomorrow we play at the Forest Lawn where Ronnie is, and we're going to have people speaking, and we're going to do a memorial concert with some songs. We're going to do this song called Stargazer. We're also going to do a song. We're also going to do a song with Anne Boleyn, which is Sign of the Southern Cross, because she was a very good friend of Ronnie's. There's going to be a lot of friends there, and we're going to do the whole thing, and it's going to be really good. Then on Sunday, we have a barbecue, a ride for Ronnie, and we'll be performing at the Los Encinos State Park in Encino. And I went there, I saw it the other day just to check it out, and it's a beautiful place. So it's going to be a busy weekend. It's going to be a strange weekend because I think about Ronnie pretty much every other day during the year. So now I'm kind of like, it's all rolled into one, but it's going to be good.
I believe all the disciples are here tonight.
Huh?
All the disciples are here, right?
Yes, except for our new singer Joe Retta, because he's got a sore throat. So he will be there tomorrow singing, but not tonight.
So we'll see you tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Sorry?
We'll see you tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday then.
Say that again.
Last year, how's it feel to be here this year?
I was in Europe actually last year, yeah, but I'm here tonight.
That's right. He's here.
I'm here.
We have the entire band here, I believe.
We do. We're all right here. Scotty, Mark, Michael.
Tell us what is going on this year.
Well, we're starting to tour, starting to do some shows again, and working on material. Everybody's doing their own ideas, and we're going to get together and work on some new stuff and record another record sometime in the future. But
Did you ever do a tour with Dio?
huh?
Did you ever do a tour or shows with Dio?
With Dio, we did a show with him once in Riverside in a theater. I don't remember what tour that was. Actually, I do. When he had Tracy G as a guitar player.
Angry Machines tour. Is that what the album was called? Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. I'm just going to take over, okay? Now, let me ask you, Audie Desbro, right? It's your name, right? Audie Desbro. I'm here tonight with Audie Desbro from Great White. So Audie, tell me a little bit about Ronnie. Give me a fond memory of Ronnie James Dio, please.
Well, he came to one of our shows.
Your name is Audie Desbro, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
He came to one of our shows. We played at Irvine Meadows.
Right.
And I just got done playing this show, and I go, "Hi, Ronnie James. You know, I'm a really big fan of yours." And
right.
You know, I play drums for you. He goes, "I know who you are."
He did say that?
Yeah. He goes, "I know who you are." So I'm like, "Whoa, he knows who I am." And we took a photo together and stuff. And then the next time I met him was years later at the Orpheum Theater in Denver.
Right.
And we were backstage, and we had one of his old bass players in our band at the time, Teddy Cook.
Yeah.
And I remember we were backstage, and Ronnie was talking about Teddy Cook's mom throwing her panties on the stage.
No way.
Yeah. But he was a great guy, totally professional, down to earth, and you know, I miss him, and I miss his music, and it's great to be
Because
here.
Ronnie was the best heavy metal singer of all time.
The best.
Thank you very much. Now let's talk about Scotty. Scotty, please. I'm here today with Scotty. Scotty, tell us something about Ronnie James Dio, please.
Ronnie is definitely one of my heroes. I mean, this is the reason why I'm here, and the reason why I play music is definitely he's a big influence on me.
Really?
And this guy.
Oh, thank you very much. Now I'm here with Mark Kendall. Mark Kendall, please tell us something about Ronnie James Dio. Something that strikes you about Ronnie. I mean, his voice or his personality.
Yeah.
Tell us something.
Well, I can tell you this, a really good friend of mine who used to do my trees used to do Ronnie's trees.
Right.
And he told me a lot of the behind the scenes with Ronnie James Dio, how down to earth he was, how he lets people into his home. He totally respects everyone, you know. And I've met him before. We opened for him one time, and I got to meet him, and he looks you right in the eye when he shakes your hand. I mean, he's just a really down-to-earth dude, you know. And he's.
What about as a singer? What can you tell us about Ronnie?
One of the all-time great singers. You know, when he got together with Richie Blackmore and made the Rainbow, I was so blown away by those records he did. I mean, the dude, he has such good song sense and just a great singer.
Well, thank you very much, Mark Kendall of the band Great White. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much.